So we got a new show and it's called Wags to Riches, okay? Featuring I would say some familiar faces like Ashley from the original Wags, Sherelle from
Yeah.
Selling Tampa, and a few other ladies, okay, that we were introduced to. And what I want to know from y'all is what y'all thought about the overall season and what are some of your likes and dislikes. And matter of fact, also tell me who you liked the most and who you did like or who you could do without.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't really connect with any of them like
Mhm.
that. I probably preferred Sade low key just because I felt like she was the only one that seemed to have her own mind. And
Mm-hmm.
I like that she wasn't all, clicky like they were. Yes,
Mhm.
Jules was obviously there for the reason that she was there. Like you was there to act like an ignorant white girl and fight. And they got the right one to bop bop bop. Now, at the end of the day, I think the girl, what was her name? Kita? Kia?
Kania.
What?
Kania.
Kania.
Mhm.
Kania girl. Next time you want to call somebody a racist or a white bitch or something like that, try not doing it sitting directly next to them because she heard everything you were saying. So when she
Mm.
walked over there and was introducing herself and you looking down acting like you don't see her, well, that energy went. I
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
to me, I low key feel like you had to fight her because you let that white girl punk you because you
Ooh.
thought she was gonna talk shit. And when she walked over, like, bitch, I'm about it, you decided you
Yeah.
wanted to her, no, 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 no. You should have had all that fucking energy when she first walked over there. Okay. And at the end of
Mhm.
the day, Jules was not wrong. You put your finger in her face because you thought you was gonna punk a white girl, and the white girl showed you I'm not to be punked. So she hit your hand, and then
Right.
you got into a fight, but you still won.
You're right. I'm like, now she may have gotten beat up, but
You still won. You wasn't
she
right.
was scared.
You wasn't right
I
in that
was here for
situation.
Jules. I
I
was
was
here for Jules culture vulture ass because they're not lying.
Mhm.
But the thing was, she stood on it. She said it with her chest. She said, "What do you do for the community?" She said, "I'm a real."
girl,
What?
that's not you. But also, I
Oh,
don't
that
have
was
to explain
crazy.
to you what I do for the community. I'm
Right?
bitch. I don't have to save the community like you because I'm in the community, bitch. Like
But
we're
she
The
not
fact
couldn't
that
even
she answered
say
it
that.
and then flipped it and said, "Well, what do you do for money?" What?
like what's
Hmm.
going on?
Okay.
Like that was
Yeah.
definitely a weird interaction, but I do want to say oh, girl should have checked the friend group. Cause to be very clear, y'all
Mhm.
let the white girl come around y'all with the braids and the fucking black men and the adopting y'all culture. And y'all let her.
Yep.
Y'all heard everything, yes, Jules did, and y'all still was hanging around her.
Come on.
Sherelle, you weird as fuck to me, Sherelle, because you
Weird.
mad at Sony, but at the end of the day, your girl that go with Kodak Black got arrested for fighting over a
Talk
crackhead.
about it.
Girl, what the fuck? You mad at
An
Stone?
alleged rapist. Didn't he
Her
have
And
charges?
and then positioned her to go sit amongst the billionaires. Do you hear what I say? Allow
ain't
her to
serious,
come sit at the table, but you
and
over
she
here
didn't know.
dragging Stony.
Girl, she embarrassed the fuck out of me and Sherelle when she was sitting there eating the food for the first time, and you could tell she didn't like it. And you know how people that ain't never been nowhere and never ate nothing outside of what they normally eat act when they get some food they ain't never had. Like
Uh-huh.
it was just like, girl, you really trying hard to make this little girl be like you, but it's whack. It's whack. And also Sherelle's a pick me. Like low key Sherelle. Like girl, when
Mhm.
she said she slid in Chad's DMs, I said,
Yes.
I mean, are we surprised? I think honestly, y'all, I think that
low
Chad,
key.
if you slide into his DMs, the success rate is high. So the flex that she is trying to give is just not given. I mean,
Mhm.
it was another lady he was dating before her that he would post all the time, and she was just a regular hood chick with pretty toes. He used to post her feet all the time.
Mm.
I'm
He's a
not
weirdo.
surprised.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
remember
is. He
that.
is. I think I wanted
I was
me
just think I wanted me.
right.
Also
Yes.
wanted me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say I
Mhm.
think if I had to pick one, I would say Sade. And then the second, I would actually say Jules. Because she wasn't afraid to go up against people. I didn't finish it. So at the end, if something else happened, I don't know. But she
Mhm.
wasn't afraid to speak her part. And I'm glad that she did that with Sherelle and them in the boutique. Shit was weird as fuck.
Mhm.
The people who I like the least, Sherelle. You know what's really funny? I used to watch Wags Miami. And I loved Ashley.
Mhm.
Ashley and I forgot the
Darnell.
Darnell. Darnell, I used to love Ashley and Darnell. Ashley used to seem so authentic to me. And she kind of gave that, but she also kind of gave, let me know my position and let Sherelle be HBIC. Yeah, on this show. I didn't really like that. I didn't think she was being true to how I knew her from the previous show. But the other one who I think a lot of people let get the pass was Alexis. Alexis wasn't shit, if you ask me.
Really?
Show me which one
Hell
that was.
no.
Alexis is, yeah, she was the one with the locks. That Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, fake woke
with the gray dress.
You.
The fake.
That's exactly.
Not y'all call my girl fake woke.
Girl,
yes, because I think a lot of people wanted to give her a pass because she would speak to Stoney, or sometimes she would move individually from the group. But when she would get with Sherelle and the other women, she was on the same shit they was on.
Oh, you're right.
Because she was on the same shit that they was on, when she met up with Jules, you could tell like her and the other women had already formed an opinion about Jules. They sat there, and I feel like they weaponized Jules being white to be like, we can't act like that. We can't act like that. So that's what I mean by fake woke. Like, bitch, it ain't got nothing to do with, oh, well, we don't get the privilege to fight in bars. Well, bitch, if somebody come up to me and do the way that girl did Jules, my black ass is gonna be nice.
Exactly.
We don't get the privilege, but the black girl fought in the damn bar.
It was manipulative. One, to get the women to be like, we are black, let's bond. And then two, to get the viewers to be like, yeah, Jules is a victim because we black women and we don't benefit from showing our asses. Like, okay. The whole show, like, the math was not mathing.
Happen either. Like, I almost feel like they had agreed that yes, Jules was the issue before they even knew what happened, even though they were sitting right next to them. I was like, y'all heard everything that was fucking going on because they was loud. Like, y'all know, yes, Jules didn't start that shit talking about, oh, I thought when you hit her that I didn't know she hit her hand. Girl.
And the way Sherelle
and Ashley really had a clear view because of where she was sitting.
The way Sherelle decided, it was so weird. Just one episode, Sherelle decided we can't be mad at Jules and Stoney. So because Stoney's black, now all of a sudden I'm gonna be nice to Stoney because Jules is the new outcast, and everybody just followed suit. And I'm just like, really? Y'all think y'all can make a show with longevity off of this?
Right. That's why I didn't really care about the whole conversation about she's white, because y'all often like to allow these people into these spaces, and when they start acting like you or whatever the case is, then you want to start feeling a way about it. But y'all made it so comfortable for her to be around.
Absolutely.
Like I didn't mind that. I was with Jules though. I would have hit her hand too. Like, get your damn hand out my face. Because you were telling the girl to calm down. And then when the girl tells you to lower your tone, I'm not doing anything. Like, you need to scoot back. You was already scared. And then the reason I really fought Kania is because she acted froggy and then froze up and allowed somebody else to set the tone for their overall situation. So of course, old girl finna be taking a step back. Like, what's going on with you?
Jules talking about, oh, I didn't say you were racist, but you're saying you're racist, so I guess you're a
girl. Yeah, she played her face on that. I mean, if you're saying that, then I guess you are. Like, yeah, she should have got knocked out right there. But
it's crazy.
Do y'all believe she had an abortion?
Oh, I was about to say, I don't know, because the truth of the matter is, it is weird that you was out, right after. You muted easy. That was weird. But
I said hella weird.
Yes, but at the same time, somebody was in my comments and said people's bodies respond differently. Sometimes, maybe she wasn't as far along, so it might not have caused as much, drippage. Who knows, child?
She said she was 6 weeks, but yeah, who knows? The earlier, but one of the comments that I saw was from Girl, It's My Opinion. She said weaponizing being clear, and I wanted to explain what I meant by that. I don't mean like, oh, she's white, so it's a bad thing. I mean weaponizing conversations in the environment that we live in to try to evoke emotion out of Black people, to villainize her further. They know that Black people will stand in solidarity because of things that we've gone through. So that's what they were doing to manipulate the situation in their favor.
That conversation in a car with old girl and her man, when she was like, we can't act like that.
Yes, Portia.
Girl, yeah, her. I ain't really like her. She was another one I ain't really like.
I like Portia. Y'all don't like none of those people I like.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. She was too much of a fucking follower. You know who I didn't like for real?
Who?
Tyreek Hill's old lady, that
Oh,
mama,
Keita.
Kita's mama.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
girl.
I
She was
don't
so
remember.
annoying. And then
I
them
didn't
blue
watch it growing
contacts was
up.
pissing me the hell off because I refused to believe they're her eyes. I said, bitch, you too old for this.
Is her
First of
mama black?
I don't know.
light skin, might be biracial, but
Yeah.
she had these terrible blue contacts and she looks really thin, like in an unhealthy way, bad wig, and was basically telling your daughter to stay with that ain't shit ass nigga because your prayers work. So you
Come
gonna
on.
pray, but stay with him because he got money and all of that. And then she told her not to breastfeed her baby because it was gonna make her titties, they're gonna sag. And I'm just like, so it's all about the man, basically.
Child,
She can
mama was
get
a mess.
her breast redone.
That's
She
what
wants
that's
to.
what she
Right.
said. She was like, I could just get my breast done. But she was like,
Right.
just giving the advice she's giving her is vapid. What do you call it? What's another word for vapid that might be better for everybody? um,
Mm-hmm.
child, just surface level, not deep.
Right.
Mm.
That
Shallow.
mama just want her to keep that
Vanity.
check.
Yes, vanity.
To
Yeah.
it's the bag is secured. And you got a bag, but just have another one. Keita looked just like Hazel Ito. No shade at all, because Keita's not a bad looking girl. But when I watched the show, I was like, wow, she looks so familiar. And boom, she looks just like Hazel E used to look back in the day.
Oh, she do. She do.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Damn, Keita.
Shallow.
I
That's the word I
like
was thinking about.
Keita
Shallow.
too.
She's shallow.
Oh,
The
that's
Mhm.
what
mama
the mama
shallow.
is, shallow.
Also,
Oh, go
let
ahead.
old girl that's fighting over Kodak Black. Bitch,
Oh,
you were
MJ.
groomed, MJ. You were
Ba-
groomed. I was talking about her
so I
today,
wasn't
talking
the only
about
person that caught it. Thank
wait
you.
until I was
What's
of
what you
age.
say? Oh,
She
that
said that, yeah, she met him in high school. He came to the high school. He followed her. I'm like, so he's following the kid. But yeah,
Mm.
he didn't DM me until I became of age. I'm like, okay,
that's
something
not
about
true.
that didn't sound right.
You're lying. That retarded ass nigga don't care nothing about your age. All he
Wait,
care
what
about is
happened to them charges? He had charges for allegedly
oh,
aping people,
Oh, I don't
right?
know.
didn't Trump expunge or Trump did it,
Oh,
right?
he was doing time and then he got pardoned or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I
He got
guess so
pardoned.
then. Oh, didn't know that. Um, for me, I really liked Alexis, y'all. I felt like the only time Alexis to me kind of like switched her tune was with the whole thing with Jules. She acted like everything was cool, checked on Jules, and then next thing you know, you over there talking about Jules. But I didn't feel like she did that with nobody else. She still showed support to Stony and even told the ladies that she gonna give her grace despite everything. Sherelle was putting 20 on 10, doing a bit much. Ashley was, I still enjoy Ashley, but I do feel like she was giving follower
Oh,
to Sherelle a bit too much. I like MJ. I think once MJ gets her mind right and from out the gutter with that man, I think she's gonna be in a much better place. I was wondering though, how is Alexis gonna go on to date when she still have these family nights or whatever with her ex-husband? I'm like, how is that man gonna be
yeah,
like,
she could get back with him.
what's that? I like Portia. I did not like when Portia sat up there and said everybody's faking their life for a bit. And I'm like, Portia, baby, you are that person. Okay. Because the fact that your husband not wearing his ring, some things are going on with that. And then now I go to her page and I don't see any pictures of her wearing her ring. I don't see her with him or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe you the one that's kind of being fake. But again, they didn't really give us that. They pretty much just stayed in the realm of the dynamics of the ladies and the beefs and stuff that they may have had with each other. But it was cool. But I just saw room for improvement because I could tell when things were shot out of place at different times. It's just like it was off. It was off. They were shooting things out of order, and the way the conversations was happening wasn't, the continuity of the show was off for sure.
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
Al said if a chair can hold her, then a car can
that's the same thing I
pay
said.
her.
She sat in a whole chair. I don't know why a car wouldn't be able to hold her up. But I was just about to
Hollering.
say, I looked it up and it says that he took a plea deal for that assault case.
Oh, he did.
And he got charged with a lesser charge, basically.
Okay.
And also it sounds like he might have paid he paid like $1 million to get that pardon. But yeah, he entered a plea deal,
Oh, you could pay for that.
pleading guilty to a lesser charge. Well, basically what he did was paid $1 million to a charity and then got the pardon.
Trump's charity?
I don't know. They didn't say it was Trump's charity, but you know how that shit go.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Kimmy Ken says she didn't like Stoney because she seen that he was or that she was that he was in Stoney DM. She another Evelyn / OG. Oh damn.
Yeah. Then Stoney, I like when Stoney put it out there that she had made that group chat with them 8 women.
That was interesting.
Apparently at some point Sherelle had started a group chat with 8 women that she had found in Chad's phone, and that's what Stoney told her. And she honestly, I like the way she handled it. She didn't flip out. She didn't act like, oh, it didn't happen. She said, oh, what happened? You know what I mean? It was something, but the way Sherelle handled it, she didn't like pop off the handle. She was just like, oh, is that right?
Basically, when she said he was outside or something when they were sitting down.
Yes, I think I'm confusing 2 different scenes. Either way, because she told somebody who she told. It might have been Yes Jules. I can't remember, but she told
Jules. Yeah,
she told Jules. Yes, about that group chat, and then I think she actually said something about the hotel that she was supposed to be going to with Chad. I didn't know what the kind of was it a whole house? Like, what's the connotation of that?
That's what I was wondering. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to watch. Just what's your girl?
Jessie Woo.
Jessie Woo. Yes. Because she did. I was thinking just a couple of things because she did an interview with them, so I'm gonna have to check that out and see what they say. But Sherelle disappointed. Sherelle disappointed
very much.
And also, I feel like people are full of shit because I was saying that I felt like she was prettier than Evelyn. I know that's very shallow of me to say, but that's just how I feel. They was in the comments talking about, no, she not. Sherelle is like a 6. I was like, you're hating. That's ridiculous.
Really?
I
prefer her over Evelyn.
Me too.
But that might just be because she more black.
To me, she looked like Nia Long a little bit to me. So that's why I was like, and they were Nia. I was like, yeah, to me, she looks like they have the same type of
her eyes and the cheekbones.
Yeah, they look similar to me. So I'm like, if you feel like Nia Long is that girl, how do you think Evelyn and her big forehead with that vein popping out is cuter than Sherelle? Like, no. But I do wish that she had more confidence about herself. Like, I don't even like and I feel like she's confident, but not for real, because she be playing herself out when it comes to Chad. To me, Chad is low key one of them niggas that act like they joking, but they be disrespecting the shit out of you. Like, I feel that's what I feel.
She know her man. That's why she put in that clause. And honestly, when she was hell yeah, it killed me when he said, she's not ready to be married. You're not ready to be married because you know you gonna cheat.
You're not ready to be married, nigga. No. You gonna cheat. And then also, I think you're talking about her making more money than him. I think he's lying. I think that Chad has invested very well, and I think that he pretends as if the only money he's getting is money from that podcast.
I agree because he told the pastor that I want her to know if her stuff doesn't pop off by the time that it does, I got you. And I'm like, okay, Chad got that long money, and then you go and sit down with these attorneys and you saying something different. I don't know.
I think that's why he always pretending to be broke, always talking about McDonald's and Walmart. Like you have.
He was doing her hair for her. Remember, he was like doing her nails and stuff.
Yes.
Like, why you letting that nigga prove that he don't have to pay for nothing for you? To me, she was playing herself even then. Because I really want to understand what's the point of getting with a rich nigga if he's going to like be so stingy and like what's the point?
Yes, it is.
But
you read the super chat?
Read it. Oh, which was this one?
No.
It's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got one, and it had to do with the conversation we having now.
Okay. 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 We'll come back to this one about Keita and all them damn kids. Thank you, Brittany, for the super chat. Tanisha, thank you so much for the super chat. The hotel that she was referring to, is there an area that is considered Okeechobee, really entire Leo? But it has multiple rent by the hour rooms for working. Oh shit!
Mirrors on the ceiling.
Tight motels.
You know what it is? He's fucking cheap. That's what it is. He's fucking cheap. He took her to a hotel that you could pay by the hour, which means I don't want to stay the whole night. That's what that means. Let's get away from the kids. Go fuck at this cheap ass hotel that let me pay by the hour, and then we can go back to the house. That because
I didn't watch this episode. Chad took Sherelle?
Yes,
yeah. Stoney said he took her to a hotel or the strip of hotels in Okeechobee, and I guess lower class goes over there.
Shit. Yeah. So it's like, girl, why you acting like you got it like that when that nigga be taking you down to the hood?
Everybody call him Jason Pitts. He is Jason Pitts.
Okay, Dipping Pitts.
And that's how you know his money is long, because a lot of the men that actually make it to that level and make money like that, they flex. He like, nah, I'm keeping this in my pocket.
Which is so weird, because eventually it's like, what are you saving it for? To leave to your kids, I hope, because you got 11 of them.
Yeah.
I hope them kids don't have to, want for nothing.
That's how I feel about Keita kids.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I've never heard any complaints.
He always with his kids, from what I see. He seems
that's
super
also
active.
something cheap too. That's probably also something cheap too. Nah, I'm gonna have them.
You right. You right, because if you do 50-50 in some places, you ain't got to pay no custody. See, that's what I'm saying, Sherelle. You might need to rethink that.
Why do you want to marry him? Just have a good time and go on about your way. And then sitting up there talking about you want some of his business, but you don't want him to take none of yours, even though he's saying
that was crazy.
That's because she know he really do make more money, and I got your baby, and if we break up, then I'm going to be the primary parent, so you need to give me a percentage of your business because I'm the one that had your baby. In real life, like when I think about how women almost die in childbirth, I do feel like men owe women more than women owe men when they've had babies for them. I do. Especially when men really want that. Y'all want families, y'all want children with these women. You need to secure those women when you decide to have children with them, because how the child lives is really dependent upon how the mother lives. So if you're not willing to secure the woman and the child for the remainder of their lives to some extent, then you don't need to do that. And I'm not even really talking about middle class people that may not be able to afford that. I'm talking about these niggas that actually have the money but want to be stingy because they're not fucking a woman no more.
Right. Nisi, did you see the scene when Portia went to the doctor and she told the doctor she wanted the home birth?
Oh, okay. I saw a little bit of that, and I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't feeling Portia at all, because Keita mentioned wanting to do a home birth, and Portia was talking down on it and was telling her, do you know that you poop a little bit? And she was trying to scare. I mean, some people do it. I wanted to comment on this because I had a home birth. I did not shit. I'm gonna say that. Quit trying to fearmonger people into not doing what the fuck they want to do, only for you to turn around and try to do the same shit in some capacity. You a fucking hater.
I didn't hear her say that before. Okay.
No, she didn't. And it was like, you got multiple kids. Why? I don't know. I guess she was trying to make her think, I know because I've done this before. You don't know. So let me tell you why your idea to do a home birth is dumb. Like, yeah, I ain't like that at all.
I didn't like the doctor not necessarily really giving her an option. It just seems like she said something like, Portia was like, I was considering and thinking about having a home birth or whatever. And she was like, well, when you have home births, anything could really happen. You may have to come to the hospital anyway. And we'll have all of the necessary things that you need at the hospital. So, I think you should just have a hospital birth. And because her husband also didn't want her to have a home birth, she just said, okay. But that kind of bothered me a little bit. Instead of giving her the resources to just find out if that's something she really wants to do or take some time to think about it, I didn't really like how the doctor shut her down in that moment. And I'm like, girl, y'all have all of the stuff in the hospitals and women still pass away after giving birth. So, okay, ma'am.
It's given Portia didn't have the resources herself, which is probably, she was projecting on Keita, in my opinion, because you have to know that whenever you go to a hospital and you get sick, these people are trained to act in worst case scenarios. They're going to prescribe you medicine. They're not going to give you herbs and supplements. So it's like, you gotta consider the source. So whenever you decide to make a decision about having a home birth or hospital birth, it's a very personal decision. And it's a lot of research that you have to do outside of a doctor. So that's what she should have done.
I like that you said that, because that just also put it back into perspective and confirmation that Miss Girl only said that because Keita said it. Because I would think she would have been researching that the whole time if that was something that you wanted, because you would have never went to a doctor. You probably would have found a doula that's going to do that, or you would have found some type of birthing center that can kind of fit what it is that you're looking for. So yeah, girl, she was capping anyway. She looked cute though, pregnant. I said, girl, you better style on them with that belly. But yeah, as far as I liked Alexis, I like Sade. I like Portia. I think all of the girls were good for the most part. You know, everybody got their stuff.
The Hard Knock situation, was that the shit with Sade and how they was trying to make it seem like she was so fucked up because she didn't want to let them people record because everybody that was in the place didn't want them to record?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't. That's another reason why I kind of like Sade more, because I'm like, why are y'all mad at her when this was obviously like one of them situations where everybody in a room doesn't want to be recorded, so they don't want that to happen? Why are y'all only trying to blame her?
Exactly. Exactly. And then for her to switch it up and say, oh, but they were never going to come into the room. Well, why would you ask? If they were never going to come into the room and they were only going to film outside, why would you ask if they can come into the room? Obviously they were. So that was the whole issue to begin with. I agree with Sade. Sade was standing on hers, baby. The way she told Sherelle, you the oldest cheer, girl.
Oh, she was quick to use that B word.
I said, let's go. Bitch, let's go, Sade. My type of girl. Let's go, honey. I liked her. I mean, hell, it seemed like her and Jules was the only ones that about had a piece of balls, really.
Exactly, which is why I like them. Because for me, it's always say it with your chest. Just say it with your chest. And I can respect it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Hopefully they can, make a minor changes and bring it back for another season, we shall say, because I ain't gonna lie, I love seeing that Sherelle is about to do a development on some townhomes. I feel like this is inspiring. So I want to see more of that when it comes to real estate.